Let me close the window. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, man.
Bunk. There we go. And we're live.
Excellent.
Fucking.
So what's going on today?
Well, I don't know. You're the second person who came up to me about the Forever Free drama thingamajig.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
I should probably get that updated to see what
Yeah.
actually went on.
Well, we'll tell you what.
Because
I'm going to set the screen over to Discord. For reasons, so I don't have to show
Right,
any
right.
DMs for the screenshots that I were handed.
ooh,
All right.
Okay.
Well, I'm assuming you have them as well, correct?
they have people started as soon as because the funny thing was as soon as he posted that he took them down, but people had already started
Hello.
taking snapshots of it.
Yeah, no, I got it. We're here with hateful so far in the comments or the side chat of the stream. Let me just pass this bitch around. I'm gonna have probably someone else pissed off at me in a minute here because they wanted me to talk about something else, and I was like, I'd rather talk about this because, truth be told, I don't have all the details. As such, I'm not massively invested in this one.
Yeah, you
So-
don't have to because it's what I'm seeing here looks like that he actually made an apology statement.
Okay, that's not what
But
I'm
not
gonna
sure
harp on
that
them
clear.
for.
Yeah. I'm like,
No. My statement was where he was like he drew a line in the sand and acted like I don't have to apologize to anyone, and then he bitched out.
right. Oh yeah, see that was the thing that I'm like, wow, really? You're not even gonna
All right,
At
let's see if I got
least-
the order here. Fucking save. Okay, I got these already. So let me go to images, properties, browse.
in a couple servers I'm in, someone started posting the
Okay.
screenshots of what he said there, so I might need to look in there because I barely I followed 17 people on Twitter. The only reason I found out was someone started retweeting it and
There we go.
started blowing up my news feed at work.
There we go. So I'm pretty bad with reading, as Brony Inspector will point out to y'all.
No.
Oh, whoops! I think because of whose icon is in there, you might be able to figure out who sent me this. Whoops. So, I don't know whose that is, and I'm pretty sure you don't know whose that is.
Hang on,
Yeah, no, I have no
Where is
idea who that red icon is. So yeah, let's go to Forever Free Brony project and read this off. Let me just make sure in the stream that this is showing up. Yeah, hi guys. I just thought I'd mention this so people can know me a little better. Okay, we're waiting for it. In my mind, when it comes to gender, oh boy, I will always see you as how you were born. However, I will call you whatever you wish, because it's a similar nickname, really. It may not be a real name, but if that's what you want to be called, I have no problem with that. Okay, like let's tackle that for a second. You're a goddamn brony. You didn't even have to say that. Like, yeah. Hi, Buttons. We're streaming right now because I wanted a throwaway thing here. Like, yeah. So, like, here, no, like for example, Buttons. I'm gonna break some boundaries here by saying that Buttons' real name isn't Buttons, and yet I'm going to call them Buttons. Envy, is your name really Envy?
Yes, you just call me Envy the Jealous.
No. You're missing the point here. You're absolutely missing the point. Like,
no, yeah.
yeah, that's the joke here. Like, hateful
My
Tate
name
over
is
there
not
in the
Envy
comment.
the
Yeah,
Jealous.
I don't know why he even had to say that. That kind of goes without saying in this fandom.
No, I think what he was saying is like if you address someone by their biological name offline and you like don't want to call there are people who when they transition have a new name for themselves.
I can answer that already, and I know what you're getting at. But this is my other thing. Like offline, Free Brony. How many of these assholes were you gonna run into? And when I say assholes,
yeah.
I mean how many online people? Not saying that transgender people are assholes. Not even saying that brony people are assholes. Even though you know. I'm saying online people as a catch-all, using the term asshole. How many online people are you really, truly going to run into for EverfreeBrony?
He's ran into a lot. I've seen him at cons.
Okay, but yeah.
Hello, Anthony.
Hello, hateful. But yeah, you're generally, even if you do run into these people at con, guess what it's going to have? It's going to have their name tag and their little plaque thing, and you just give that name, and guess what? For Everfree, you wouldn't really even have a choice. You'd either call them by their name, or you'd be like, "Hey, guy," "Hi, girl," or some shit like that. You wouldn't be able to, unless you could mind read for EverfreeBrony. You'd just have to. But let's see a little bit better. When it comes to gender, I will always see you. But why even tell people that? Is my question.
Know. What was the goal?
Yeah.
That was no. That's a pretty gross. That's kind of like a way of saying I don't care how you feel about your gender identity.
No, you're missing the point here. Whether he thought that or not, why tell people if you feel that way? Like, he could have just shut up and no one would have known.
Maybe he's hypothetical. Well, maybe he's a hypothetical. Maybe he got into a conversation or situation before the tweet, or like maybe an argument or something, and he was making a point after the argument. Like, I remember when KP had an argument with someone, and then she went on and bitched about it on Twitter.
No, I got it. So let's get back to the rest of this here. Waiting for it to zoom up here. 1 second here. Oh, god damn it.
Well, it's like this, Anthony. It's like we try to get a certain somebody on a stream.
Yeah.
They don't want to come, and so I decided to go through their followers list and be like, "Hey, man, I just wanted to let you guys know this is the person that you follow."
Yeah.
You know?
I didn't actually do that yet. I was like, you know what? I'll fuck with him. I doubt it'll do anything. But yeah, let's get to the whole point here. From Dan D.
Wait.
No, it's similar to a nickname. It's their real identity, and it's disrespectful to claim otherwise. Not cool. Now, I'm not a doctor, not a diagnosis, and in the online world, if you want to be called something, I mean, I call people all kinds of crazy names. Jim Fear, Cloud Cuckoo Country, Crown Prince. People even have really embarrassing names like Mumkey Jones and Pro Jared. Yeah.
AJ the Autistic Pony.
Oh, God.
I know that one.
Yeah. So, yeah, some people have even really embarrassing names like Sargon of Akkad. So, yeah.
Jerry Pete.
Yeah, exactly. Well, no, that was the real one. Okay, so, anyways.
Sorry, that was bad.
Yeah, no, I got it here, but
don't apologize for that. Never.
No, okay, I got it too,
that.
but I'm just it detracted from my point here. For EverfreeBrony, no, I mean, imagine they were born male, but they wish to be referred to as female, not their real identity, but it's free that they wanted to be called that. I have no qualms with that. I'm confused why you decided to do this in the public square. I mean, you could. Just like, you know...
He just shot his foot off. What the hell?
Okay, yeah, no, it's bad optics, but here's the whole thing. It's kind of like fucking Sargon saying, I wouldn't even rape that girl. You can be that unwise, at least in America, to say something stupid like that.
He's not even in America. Isn't he in the UK?
Well, that's, yeah, for Sargon's case, but is Everfree American?
I could check.
Okay, yeah, I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt that he has freedom.
4EverfreeBrony.
Yes, I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt that he has freedom of speech, and, you know, God be willing, I believe that most people should. If not all. Yes. Dan D, no. They say they're female. They are, saying that they won't be accepted, that they will call themselves female because they wanted to be called that. That's disrespectful, also ignoring science. I can't respect that. Dan, I'm confused by a couple of things you said too.
Wait, Dan, I know that guy. He was in the Rift Cafe back a while ago.
This was yesterday, Anthony?
Yeah. So yeah, okay. Somebody whose icon totally isn't attached to the tweet on screen sent me this. I'm so sorry. Yeah. I was like, oh, whoops. Well, it's out there now.
I actually found out if you go into Google Doc today, I found out in Google Doc today, if you put like a screenshot in there, you can crop it.
Okay.
Using that feature.
So let's move on to, well, before we move on, Dan, I want to accept that as just calling them female because it's called that. Disrespectful and ignorant of science. Dan, I do agree that you should try and be cool and shit, but I don't see your science in this.
No, there is science. There are some wirings of the brain. There are some neurological things that happen with gender identity and transdysphoria.
No. Let me clarify here. Them not acknowledging to say this doesn't invalidate Forever Free as being non-scientific. You could say he's rude. You could say
what they're saying is he's being disrespectful of the science of what's going on with their body.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
When you misgender someone, I'm doing a collab with this.
Hold it. There's also a really easy answer to that. It's almost like getting into complex conversations in Twitter. There's just not enough room to convey that with the limited word count. Yeah. So yeah, my pro tip for today: don't do this on Twitter.
Yeah, right. Bring it to Skype or do a call or something. Like text, there's a lot of stuff that happens gets lost in translation with tone and shit in text.
Yes.
So what exactly initiated this? You said it might have been a discussion that went public.
Jazz came up to me, or not Jazz, freaking old boy here. Freaking Envy. I don't know why I called him Jazz.
No, it's alright.
Probably the black hair on the icon or something.
I totally did not call fucking Envy that because I think he's secretly Puerto Rican or something. Hi, I'm going to start over again. So anyways, you said to me, Envy, that he said because of his Mormon religion, he chose not to respect transgender. Now, I have 3 pages, or at least 3 different quotes here. If that
started in tweet.
Okay, well, let's see if it shows up here. So we'll tackle that together. As much as I'd like to find that, and use that as a bank shot at another Mormon brony, but I
know what you're thinking.
No, of course everybody knows what I'm thinking. So basically, you want to be able to persuade and control my thoughts and mindsets right now. Now for Brony. For EverfreeBrony, the fact that you cucked out and took these tweets down, you totally let this ignominious little nobody bully you down for EverfreeBrony.
He said there's actually like a tweet he made 4 hours ago, saying, "This is the last thing I'm saying publicly about this. Everyone please, I know it's not a desire to be trans. I should have compared it to nicknames. It's who you know yourself to be. I should apologize if I came across as transphobic. Send me a DM if you want to talk more."
That's not my point.
Does he not? That's not even right. Does he not know how nicknames work?
Okay, yeah.
Nicknames are something that other people give you.
Yeah.
Yeah. But for example, when Buttons got called Bubbles by that one artist / writer person that
you called me Muffins and Butters when we first met.
I am pretty dumb. Okay.
Did you call Beefish Bayfish?
Yeah, I believe I did. So anyways, so yeah, let's get back to control my thoughts and mindsets. So here's the whole thing, Everfree. If you're going to say you can't tell me what to think and then you bitch out, yeah, I think very little of you at that point. Let's get to this next one. Well, I accept that. That's what they want to be. That's fine. Point is, I want to make a... I won't make a fuss of what or who they wish to be called. My views are extremely okay, I see now. Fantastic.
This is the one I'm looking at right here.
Are asking me to accept that and is asking me to change religions. Makes sense. Okay, so hold it, Everfree. First things first, you just to say, you're not going to tell me what to think. Boom. Okay, perfect. That's already gonna have let's just see this real quick. Love to kick a dog, huh? I don't see how I'm kicking a dog here. I feel like I'm being remarkably fair. Point is, I won't make a fuss out of this until they wish to be called. My views are religious. I think it's the fact that you're like, I don't need to be told this because they're my own thoughts. But then he just sat there and said, okay, my own thoughts are because of religion.
Aren't you like Catholic and you kind of break your religion sometimes?
Okay, hold it. FNGR does not wish to be held up as the gold standard for religion.
No, but what I'm saying is, it's not like, it's not against, you won't be like, I don't think you'll go to hell if you if you want to respect a human being.
Alright, hold on there. Anthony Aguilar is lapsed as shit. Do not use me as a pious man. Anthony needs to get his house in affair. But... again, using the power of hindsight being 20/20, Everfree, when you had thought, and that's fine. And then you go, but, my religion. Now you're kind of using the religion as a shield, and you're kind of... God, I'm already annoyed that I didn't have a script here, because if I had a script, I'm sure I would have rewired this to blame other bronies instead of you. But, yeah, so this one comes from the heart. You're just off the cuff here. It looks like, my religion... You decided to use your core beliefs when you came into this, just from the way it came off, since that was your immediate defense. I'm going to let people know how I feel, and your first time when you're pressed about this is your religion. I'm sure many other people are going to be thrilled. I know Bayfish. Is it Beefish? Did I get it right?
Beefish, yeah.
Beefish. Yeah, Beefish is Mormon. Magpie, I believe, is Mormon, or is it Lost? I think it's Magpie.
No, I think it's a magpie.
Okay, yeah. I found that
Yep.
out the hard way when I was going, oh, you don't have to listen to them. They've got the Mormons, and they're like, I'm Mormon. I'm like, I'm gonna shut up now.
Oh yeah, no, you told me that it
Yeah.
was because weren't you guys talking
let's yeah, but I apologize. Let's not get too sidetracked here. But yeah, pro tip.
Sorry.
Yeah, if you want to say I'm gonna do what I want to do, don't try not to fall back on your religion. Yeah, just say I think this way, and then try and come up with other ways too on top of that, because you'll just piss people off.
Don't use something as a shield to be able to be disrespectful to someone. That's just something you don't do in life. Like it's the equivalent of someone saying I could do this because I'm autistic.
Hold on here. If fucking someone would have came up to Everfree and demanded while he was minding his own business, I would have absolutely had his own back here, but he just decided, he whipped out his gut, threw it up on the table, and said, well, this is just how I am. Like
Well,
it
no,
or
that's
don't.
what I was saying. That's what I was saying. No.
No,
What I was
Buttons.
saying
Here's yeah. My first point, the very first point, which you're making me repeat myself. Please stop. Is if he would have just said, I'm a dick, and that's how it is, I could respect that. But one, he wilted on that since these are down, and then he tried to go my religion. Well, at least that would have been step 2. Then he took it down later on. You've made yourself look bad. You've made your religion look bad. Because, oh great, this cuck who couldn't even stand his own ground fucking threw his thoughts out there and then ran off. So let's read this next one here. Remember that there are people out there who will only call you what they want and not what you want. Now, again, online Everfree. There's only so many things, like if you just walk up and have that name on there, most people are just going to call you that, or I guess they could call you like an NPC or some dumb shit. But, I could see in the real world, but this is a very, I guess, it felt like it was a dumb move to have put it up on Twitter in the first place. You should have probably
a different era.
Yeah, no, not even that. If he wanted to absolutely draw a line in the sand, he should have popped on a pod. And
I want to know what caused him to do this. I genuinely want to know the very reason that caused him to do this.
And I want to state this for the record, Everfree. This isn't like FNG are going, you have to come on and talk to me in a podcast. No, you're good. You're probably boring. I would do so in lieu of not having anything else better to do that day. But I'm not itching to talk to you. Let's read this off. No, I mean, imagine they were born male, but they wish to be referred to as female. Not their real identity, but it's fine. They want to be called that. I have no qualms with that.
Ooh, honey.
But I'm so confused. Like, if he'd have been backed into a corner and just decided, okay, I've been worn down and beat up, but you charged. This was you. This was all you. Why did it all disappear? 1 second, properties. Nobody made you do this. What the fuck?
Maybe do you think you got into an argument with someone?
I was gonna say, like, one of the ideas that I think we might have probably done this. Maybe they're saying that, maybe some people like pressured him to do that, or some people say, it's like it was Pride Month, so he just decided to drop the ball.
Oh.
Okay, so long story short, I'm having trouble freaking. You know what? I got an idea. I'll upload it to the Discord, so then I'll just show it that way.
Yeah, that is true. It is Pride Month. That would be that's kind of a dick move to do during Pride Month.
Well, is he LGBT?
It's not confirmed, but those are speculations, especially since he just came out of the blue and just said,
Yeah.
"Hey, I don't believe it."
Here's the thing. Just thought I'd be open a little bit. I guess people do want to control my thoughts and actions. That'll be the last time I do that. Then, I have officially lost all respect for you because you're a wimp.
Exactly.
Yeah, you are. I'm going to say this is very mundane mad of you, Forever Free. You decided I'm gonna reach out. Oh, I'm too much of a wimp. Oh, like, you have every right in the world to say what you do, but then people have every right in the world to criticize for you. That's how freedom of speech works. And if you're not willing to fucking stand behind the shit you said, you're a fucking embarrassment and you should sit the fuck down. Am I being unfair here?
No, you're not.
So, what point did you have that you wanted to get to, Envy, since this was technically your cook-off?
Right. Again, I just saw this as I was coming home from work. Some people were reposting on Twitter, which was crazy because I don't follow anyone. Then I started showing up. It started showing up in like Webcake server, and I started looking in there. I'm like, oh, this is actually really happening. And it kind of like, I could have just decided to leave it alone, but it was kind of a big issue because, like, for example, you know, I support trans like 100% away, and the fact that like even like a few years ago I met the guy, like it seemed like a nice guy, but then he dropped like this shit. I'm like, damn, really? Are you gonna, dude? Listen to yourself. You're on Twitter. You're on a public domain. You're gonna say that? I mean, he probably may have thought that there are people who are gonna like understand, like, oh, that's okay. We still love your music and other bullshit. But
Well, let's put it this way. I'm going to use two examples of two different people. I'm not a big fan of either of these people, but one of them is named Cruiser, and I ran into him at BronyCon.
Oh, I remember this.
Yes, BronyCon 2017. I was just hanging out. Josh Scorcher had a little get together where we were outside by a pool or whatever the hell it was. It was like in a hotel area. It was neat, fun. We just got done watching DuckTales. Guy walks up to me. He's like, "Oh, I'm part of Mystery Brony Science Theater, whatever the fuck it is. Blah blah blah. Hi, you're FNGR, right? Yeah. I don't respect trans people." Looks me right in the eye.
He said it like badge water.
I am like, whoa, Nelly. Let's I am not that guy. I don't.
The only like the reason you had that stigma about you is because of the shit going on with Lily, but you didn't say you disrespect trans people. You just didn't use her name because of the shit she was doing.
Yeah, pretty much. Which is an ever-growing. And you know what's funny? No matter how bad you screw up with Lily, that's all going to age well because Lily will, in the long run, never manage to keep their name clean. But
no,
yeah, perhaps I am being a bit of a dick about that. But hey, I own that.
Yeah.
I absolutely own that.
But for the most part, you do respect trans people.
No,
I mean, I've never seen you misgender purposefully. You know, you'll slip up here and there. You've never misgendered Elf.
Well, you've slipped up too. If you want to play.
No,
that.
I know.
Okay.
I know. I'm saying that everyone slips up every now and then, but purposefully, you've never done it unless like Lily.
I got really mad at Paws once about things. I don't feel like bringing it up again, but yeah, let's continue on here. The other problem is that when I hear shit, like for example, I don't know if I remember, I think it was Magpie who said that they didn't, Dr. Wolf didn't like them, her and Lostnator because they quote unquote had the gay. I'm more annoyed, I guess, at like people that I'd rather like the fact that Everfree, if you're gonna be that way, own it, instead of like just
at
being
least own it, yeah.
yeah. If you want to be a
down
piece of
shit,
shit, then at least be upfront about it. I don't know. I feel like I contradicted myself at the beginning there. If you're gonna put that on Twitter, yeah, I just want someone to be fucking consistent with that shit. Either you feel that way or you don't. I see the absolute retardation of this. I want you guys to know how I really feel. Okay, I'll take it down.
Well, actually, I mean, I know that people can change their mind. Like maybe someone told him, "Hey, you're kind of being a dick right now."
Well, no. I'm not saying it's written in stone. I'm saying that basically I'm judging him from what, yesterday?
I think so.
Okay, yeah. Well, let's put him through the ringer a little bit. Yeah.
Well, someone's mind can change in a
No, I get it too, but like here's my question here. Did Everfree walk it back because he felt sorry, or did he walk it back because, oh God, people are beating up on me? I guess I was wrong.
Yeah, you have a point. He basically pulled an Andrew.
Yeah, it's like Silver Quill when he had that clip of Lily Pete where he said this creepy guy with gender identity issues.
I remember that.
I still got the clip of that shit. But and then he took it down, and he's like, "Oh, that was really tasteless. Oh, did you really feel bad, Silver, or did you feel bad that people talk shit about you, or did you're like, oh, because I saw you in the comments section, and you went back and forth fairly healthily with fucking Lily in that one, which is a shame. Let's see, Step. Gender is a social construct, but you can be born as the wrong gender. What is the science? Okay, let's.
All right. So there's science in the brain and the wiring of the brain. So
wait, hold on there. Let's put it that way. If Step put that up out and said, let's say Stepia starts off the day and puts that Twitter tweet out. He gets inundated with tweets, and he's like, "Fuck you, that's how I feel, kiss my ass." And those are all up by the next day, assuming someone didn't flag the tweets down, because Twitter is a shithole. Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily agree with that, wouldn't necessarily disagree with that. I'm just giving an example here. I would respect him more that he stood behind what the fuck he said, as opposed to, oh, people said mean things about me. Oh, I might lose some views or some subs, or I might even have some people unfollow me. Oh, sweet goodness.
Yeah, that's true.
What is...
That nigga just performing like Everfree Northwest, so it's like, why would you go out and say that? It's like, there were people, the funny thing is like, I saw retweets of people like who were associating with him with like music, because he was like a pop.
Okay, so he's got like 26k subs. Let's take a look at this channel.
And the funny thing is, as soon as they got word of that, they immediately dropped his ass off. Like, nah, he's not part of the album, or he's not part of this project anymore.
Wait, why did he get cut?
He got cut just for the statement he made alone yesterday.
So, what exactly did he get cut from? A convention?
Not a convention, or at least not yet, but it was just a couple of a lot of times in the community that people make music compilation albums, they get a bunch of artists together and whatnot, and one of the people who was in charge of that just like, yeah, he said that, so we're gonna go ahead and drop him. I'm gonna see if I can try to find that tweet. It is up there.
I'm just looking through here to see what his high points are. Let's see, there's a...
I mean, I don't blame him.
At this point now, the dust has already settled, but I'm still looking back to see.
He does have some fairly big fucking numbers here. I'm surprised that it's as low as it is. I wonder if it dropped off. Let's take a look here. So anyone who wants to head on down to 4EverFree, or let me just reset OBS so we could all share this together. See, this would be neat if we were able to see... I doubt the sub counter would fucking skyrocket that much. It's about 26k. Oh, no, it does show the whole thing here. 26,345. If anyone would like to make a mental note of that or take a screen cap, we could come back and check on that later.
You know, it's ironic that this guy has so many subs. I've never heard of him. Like, I don't know his music or anything.
That's not that huge. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, he's running laps around me. He certainly has a level of fucking, success. Actually, let's go back to where he... So, 1 month ago is where he did at least half, which is fine. Few to sub. Before that, 10k. Yeah, there's some periodic fucking boosts and shit, and if you go back 3 months ago, he was doing well enough here. Yeah, I'm not really someone who's fucking versed in the music version, or the music faction of Brony, so to speak. So...
I like the old music. Like, I kind of stopped listening once, like, Wooden Toaster and Brony Dance Party and Tombstone stopped making music.
So, I have a question, Buttons. Would you have been one of those people in the audience going, "Play Discord"?
No. Fuck that. No.
Discord, or what? Who was that? Was that Tombstone with their life?
No, I think the song I would have liked is Rainbow Factory.
No. I think you missed the point here. Is it?
Oh god.
Yeah, the joke about them like having fans like calling for their two Brony songs, and I'm like saying, would you have been that person in the front row? Okay. I would have done it to be a dick, but I would have been ironic about it.
Now, see, I wouldn't do. I've never actually been to a concert before. I think the most I've done is like Kids Bop when I was 9, but like I've never been to a concert, so I don't know how those work really. Yeah. I'm thinking of going to one in August because my favorite band is playing, so that's gonna be cool.
Eurobeat, yeah. I think we talked about Eurobeat Brony briefly with freaking Event Horizon. It's been a hot minute.
Travis Odyssey.
Eurobeat?
Oh, just Step was talking about it in the comment section.
Travis Odyssey. He's the one who made the original.
Okay,
Discord song.
let's see DCP's edgy ass in the comments. Trans people are like vegans. Why don't you start making me do stuff and telling me I'm wrong? Because I will go out of my way to be insulting. I mean, that's anybody. That's anybody who starts being pushy with me, where I'm like, okay.
Or like, it's one. I think my line is if someone's like, I'll understand if someone gets pissy, like outrageous outbursts, like that one person in GameStop that was absolutely uncalled for and disgusting. But I do understand when people get frustrated and want to correct, like, hey, my pronouns are this. Like, I do understand.
To be fair, Speaking of pushy people, I could see where GameStop might have pissed people. You don't know what they had to go with. Maybe GameStop was being a pushy dick like the last 3 times they visited. Yeah, like, don't get me wrong. It was really spurgy, stupid, and it wound up on tape. Yeah, probably not your piss look.
Like, I'll be honest. The GameStop I grew up with has always been respectful and kind. So I've never had a bad GameStop experience. Like people tell me, like,
yeah.
But
I'm told they've gotten super pushy with like using used stuff, and I feel like that's happened like once or twice. But then again, I've stopped going to GameStop. It's certainly no Best Buy. Cough, cough.
No, I know, like when I was younger, the prices for used games were a lot better than they are nowadays. So like, I mean, I guess, but but like, yeah, if you're a trans person or a non-binary or something, and you want your pronouns to be used and you correct people, I don't see an issue with that. What I take issue with is when people get really pushy and start screaming and shouting the minute someone may accidentally misgender them or something.
Like here, Vero, since you asked what was going on, there's a gentleman called 4EverfreeBrony who basically originally said, "I want to let you know how I feel. If you were born male, I'm gonna always see you as I'm always gonna see you as male. You know, basically original. But I'll be glad to call you whatever you want." And I'm sitting there thinking, why tell people that? Like no one would be the wiser.
Like, how do you even know they were even a man to begin with?
Why would we even need to know? Like, if you're using their pronouns and you're making them think you're respecting them, I mean, that's kind of a dick move. But at least
hold up there, Buttons. I'm not saying that this person can't think that way. I'm just saying, how did you think that this was going to be good optics?
No, that's not what I was saying.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like saying, like, why would you bother to tell someone, like, look, I'm going to humor you, but I want you to know that I'm humoring you, and I want you to know that EverfreeBrony makes it sound like I want you to know that I'm humoring you, and I want you to appreciate the fact that I'm humoring you. Wow. Wow, I
think maybe his
what a complete N-word.
Yeah. Like if you're gonna make someone think that you're respecting them, don't come out the gate and be like, by the way, I don't actually see you as the gender you feel. Have fun feeling horrible about yourself. Like, holy shit, dude. I'm gonna say, like, I'm doing a project, a collab with Midnight Times about gender dysphoria, and I'm gonna say gender dysphoria can have actual physical side effects, like if people misgender or make
I
them
got
feel...
that. I understand that too. I've definitely, and I'm not gonna bring up any specific examples because I'm assumed that those things that I were told in private. I understand that gender dysphoria is a big, massive thing. I think you're missing understanding it for me from like a practical application. I know you're coming at it from more of a hands-on. Yeah.
No, I'm saying, like,
you have some medical issues that might make you a touch more empathetic, a bit more understanding, that are not exactly the same, but you've got the general gist of the idea, maybe a bit more than okay, cool, that's fine. I'm just coming at it from like, I don't understand why you decided to do this. Like, if you were an edgelord, like, let's say that you're just like, you're like an Andrew Dice Clay type, like, maybe Step over there. You're just like, fuck everybody, I'm gonna say what I want. You know what? You do you, because I'm not gonna sit there and tell you otherwise, because you're not gonna listen. But if you're a complete candy ass, if you're a complete pushover, such as that's the vibe I'm getting off of 4EverfreeBrony, why would you do that?
maybe he was bet to do it. Like, maybe we're thinking too hard. Maybe
no, I think he got up in the morning there and said, probably maybe he switched to decaf, or maybe someone switched it out on him.
Maybe he forgot his medicine.
Yeah.
No, I think because this, I know there's some people who don't know him, and let me try to give a little bit of context. He does a lot of Mormon work. He's been like in Argentina for the past 8 goddamn years, and been off the internet for a while, and just came back like a couple years ago. And we started recently seeing him being more public on the internet, starting to show up at conventions forum and whatnot.
What is this?
Like, imagine for a second here that I put out a tweet. I'm going to be very careful with this one. Hypothetically, theoretically, not that I would ever do this, wink wink, cough cough, if I said, I will be glad to call you a Mormon. In my head, the whole time I'm talking to you, I'm going to think that you're a filthy heretic. We're cool, right?
Exactly.
What the hell was just posted in the server? What the hell?
Oh, well, I'm not looking at the server.
No, okay. I'm in a server for Will DA Games, and he posted something about false accusations. He said, due to recent events, in light of recent events, the subject is very important to you all to learn, especially if
Well,
you want
hold it. Is it YouTube safe?
It's just text, yeah.
Caring means sharing. I would like to see this.
I would have to ask permission if I can release this to the public because this is a private server.
Cough, cough. I think what Button's meant to say is that they are not in this server, that someone has secretly sent this to them in DMs, and they felt obligated, maybe?
Anthony.
Cough, cough, wink, wink. Oh, you're no fun. Fine,
No,
ask.
I'm not losing the trust of the person who literally gave $3,000 to my GoFundMe.
Oh, you are horrible at this. You shouldn't have said that out loud. But anyways, yeah, no. Ask then. Ask.
Okay, let me ask.
No, I know who that person is, and I know that they're well connected. I would have totally not said that in front of Stepius, even though I'm pretty sure V's told me firsthand he knows about that.
Well, yeah, I don't think anyone doesn't know about that, so I'm
okay,
like,
yeah, but I wouldn't remind people. That's what I'm saying.
Sorry. Hey, can I share the recent status update you did in yours?
Yeah, is this public fair?
So I can share it with
The
friends.
DA Games, I believe this is the one dude I was watching in stream, and he's like, I go through 4 to 5 Monster Energy drinks a day, and I'm like, you are gonna die. And I had a Monster Energy drink today, one, and I feel that's insanely unhealthy. I love me some caffeine, I do. I really do, I understand. You have my full empathy, but my god, dude, you need to chill. Whew. Man being falsely accused. Yes, indeed.
Not sure. It's just let me again. I don't. Let me see if he posted on Twitter. Maybe.
Oh yeah, if it's Twitter, it's absolutely public game.
Oh yeah. Let me see if he posted it on Twitter. Maybe I'm being a candy ass.
Oh, I don't know.
Wait, if Forever Free said that?
No.
No.
This is what's the name of the guy again?
Will DA Games.
Will DA Games. I have definitely heard of this
DA
guy.
Games? Oh,
Yeah.
What happened to him?
Well, we're about to find out. Hopefully, keep looking buttons.
All right.
I'm a bit reluctant to pop over to Twitter at this exact moment, ladies and gentlemen. We may have something particularly juicy. Maybe. Can't promise. It's certainly.
Okay. It's not on Twitter. It's in the server.
Did you?
I guess I could. Let me ask. Oh, he's typing. Hey,
Okay.
Can I
Well,
status
hold it.
update in your server about safety so I can share with friends and stream it? We're streaming. I don't know if I was allowed to make it public. If not, I understand. He's typing.
Okay.
If he says no, I will respect his
No,
wishes.
that's fine. Yeah, cool. Neat. Do. Will DA Games. Bunk.
He is a bro, I will say. He's a fucking top-notch bro.
I've been over to this guy's channel. It was a
Keyframe
lifetime
works
ago.
for him.
I wasn't gonna bring that up. I was aware though.
Oh,
Yeah, no,
Sorry.
you did that. Ladies and gentlemen, I was
I'm sorry.
Anthony Aguilar for once knew how to shut his mouth. I was well aware of that.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry. Hey, so essentially the statement was made out of concern within our own server, but yeah, we love to spread the word about it as much as Oh, okay, cool.
All right, you just
Oh,
hand
snap.
that handy dandy little statement over to the rest of us.
Yeah, there's 2 screenshots, so I will get them. You have to like zoom in because they're like screenshots on a big thing, and then I'll put it in the server, and you can see what I mean.
Oh, could you
I
maybe
just-
could you expand them ahead of time? So
They're not like scrunched, I don't think, but you just have to like hang on. They're
Yeah, I'll
uploading.
zoom
I'll
in.
show you what.
yeah.
Hang on,
Okay.
I'll just show you what I mean.
All right, no problem.
All right, there it is. Yeah,
Damn,
that's
this
what you
guy-
just have to click.
This guide has a let's see, how often do you update? Damn. Let's see, about 3 a day? Well, no, some days. Okay, just good to know.
Yeah, but again, I just wanted to make sure I had permission to share
No,
this.
it's cool. It's neat.
All right, there you go.
Open original. All right, here we go. This is from Will DA Games. I just had them on the description. This is going to probably be, sadly enough, a Fanon Frenzy exclusive about a channel that has 1.4 million. Fantastic. Oh wait, this is statement 2, I think. Yeah.
Okay, so the first one, yeah, the screenshots are in order of when they were posted in the server.
Oh, well, let's just.
So like, the first is the 1, 2, and then the second is 1, 2, 3.
Well, okay, at the very top it has false accusations for the first
Yeah.
one. Okay, cool. I guess this is the first one. Just another follow-up statement, as we need to cover one more basis: false accusations. We've seen it around. There are genuinely people out there who are willing to use and abuse people of either popular gain, I think he means for popular gain, malicious intent, or generally being the chewing gum stuck underneath your shoe. Too many people are falsely accused online. We've seen it all over social media within 6 months. This, of course, has been going around from generation to generation. This isn't something new to the world. Just said reality is now that we're exposed to it even more online. Does he give any examples? Like who he specifically refers to?
He said it's let me see what he. So essentially, the statement was made out of concern within our server, but we'd love it to spread the word about it as much as possible. All we ask that anything anybody wishes to chime in with the statement regarding whether there's a contradiction or any pointers to add. We encourage community involvement as much as possible.
Okay, hold,
something about.
Yeah, no, I got it too. But here's the problem with this. It's worded in such a way, since he doesn't give any examples, it certainly prevents him from getting himself in any trouble. But it does make me concerned because I don't know who he's trying to defend. And if it is such an urgent thing, it potentially rings there. I'm using some safe words too here, because I know you like DA games. It lacks... You can't just say I'm defending people, but I don't want to give their names. Well, it doesn't.
I don't know.
It feels
exactly.
less urgent, if you know what I'm saying there. You know, if it's really important that you're going out of your way to try and defend people, but I don't want to give you an example. That makes me a little nervous about who you're potentially defending. Because if I want to defend somebody, I just tell you who. Like, for example, if I wanted to stick up for Buttons against Blake Diamond, which I totally do, I do kind of want to point out, and Blake, you've been getting an awful lot of walks here. You've gotten away with a lot of shit, and it has not been to anyone's benefit that you've gotten away with as much shit that you have. You seem to be on a free roll.
Yeah.
But, let's see, pretty simple. You should know you don't do the crime you shouldn't have explained. No. Cock at other sweat. Always ask for consent first. Know their age. Limitations. Okay, so this is basically basic things how to keep yourself out of trouble. Keeping evidence.
He says, oh no, this isn't defending an individual. This goes for anything, really. It's in light of an event that happened recently, but it's aimed at general life. What
okay,
event?
but here's the problem about this, though. I don't disagree. And this is where hateful we're here. He'd probably say, see, this is why I don't agree with online relationships, that you have to keep all these logs of people. Yeah, that would be a really strong argument here, that if you have to sit there and say, this is where we were cool every step of the way to an exhaustive event in case someone decided to get all upsetty spaghetti and decide to get carried away with crap. Know your legal rights when you are falsely accused. Here's the problem with that. Not a lot of people are going to sue for defamation, and I don't know that many that have done it.
Oh, I think I know what this is now.
What?
Okay, so there was a girl recently who kept saying that she was dating Will, she was his wife and shit, and would every time he and his actual girlfriend went into the wiki or whatever to delete it, she would constantly go back and add it. She would basically stalk them and shit like that.
I think I know. There was a crazy bitch in
Yeah.
Brony, the one who wound up telling Josh Scorcher to pray
Iris
for a
Prism.
yeast infection. Yeah. Who was it?
Iris Prism MLP. I remember her.
Yeah. Please pray for my yeast infection.
No, it was urinary tract infection to be exact.
Still! It's still! Good.
Yeah, no, that's...
Girl, what the fuck is wrong with you?
I mean, I know those can get severe, but like...
No! You don't ask people to pray for that! You don't.
Yeah, no,
it is not my business. I don't want to hear about that. Yeah, no.
Unless it's someone like close to you, like a family member or a really close friend or
okay,
something.
they don't want... Okay, Buttons, I want you to understand this. None of your family members, if they have that, want you to go on public, especially on Twitter.
No, not in public. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying if it's someone close to you in private, like...
No, yeah, and you know what? If you have a family member that you wish to privately pray about, there's certain private, embarrassing issues that you should not make public. That's my point about that one crazy bitch. Holy mother of God.
Okay, no, or more or less it involves 2 fans in our server. We were worried about this kind of situation would happen in the future, but last it happened and just want to be there for the community.
Alright, so I'm just going to skip here to this next part here. Signs. There can be very vague circumstances, but it can be flirtatious behavior. That there are certain circumstances where there are some okay with flirting with each other, but the act of predatorial behavior is done without the consent of both participants. I'm going to be a bit apprehensive about hearing predatorial behavior, since I didn't hear age anywhere in there, especially if one of these people happens... Okay, no, there it is. Happens to be underage. This also includes negotiation of future plans. It plants things into people's heads and holds a lot of limitations. Okay, so let's just simplify that. If you are underage and someone of age is asking you to go somewhere and you don't think that your parents will be cool with that, it's probably for a good reason. Yeah, no parent would be cool with that. Most of your friends, if they have any common sense and have your back, are going to not be cool with that. Legally, it's probably not going to be okay. This is very no-brainer stuff. But yeah, no, I support this whole stance here. Some of the things that class as predatorial behavior: exchange of sexual flirtation, conversations under no consent, not of legal age. Okay, exchange photographies and nudity, said exchange of photography, nudity between said participants, potentially child pornography. I'm going to assume I would absolutely consider any time that you are sending anyone underage any kind of nudes of yourself. That is absolutely... I would hope that that would be a registerable offense, i.e. that would get you put on a watch list. God be willing. Again, state laws are different, and so are countries. Manipulation to get sexual favors out of participants who are not of legal age. Absolutely. Okay, yeah, this mostly tracks. There are gray areas where both members are underage. Okay, perfect. In all honesty, we would rather you not have to talk about the subject at your age. Bingo. It shouldn't really be thought out right now, but in the even if you do, you both must confirm to consent. It is out of your hands and what happens in the privacy of your own DMs. We strongly urge that people take a stand against being pushed into showing what they don't want to and can't legally, physically do so. Of age, but still malicious. Alright, this is what I'm holding out for. But you both are of age. Might both be looking for someone and might both have exchanges between each other. This is not a sign of predatorial behavior, as it is in consent on both sides. However, if you are feeling manipulated, I trust you to know of the following signs that could class as manipulation. Exchange of sexual flirtation, conversations under no consent. Well, yeah, that's kind of a no-brainer. Manipulation to get sexual favors out of a participant who's not of legal age. So wait.
I think he's saying this just in case there are younger people who are naive in the server.
No,
there
I get it too. I'm just like I'm not trying to be too much of a dick, but I'm just a bit concerned. I just wanted to see how, in case this started to be a little too, whatever, not a legal age of consent. I think I think the second point is don't assist other people to go after kids. Yes. Again,
Oh.
no brainer. Nude photos being requested and not consented to. If they ask and you say no, they should probably stop. And if they don't, yeah, probably cut them off would be a good idea.
I think he's trying to say don't let someone pressure you into things too. Like, I know that it might be a no-brainer, but I'm gonna be honest, when I was 14, it wasn't that big a no-brainer for me.
Okay, hold it. We're on of age right now. We're absolutely on of age. If you're 18 and you haven't had these experiences and you've been online, that I want to know where the hell you've been. You've been in a fucking very safe place. Yeah. Holy shit. Especially since you got done saying 14. The previous points are not rules. They are guidelines. Yeah, fair enough. Might come across, of course. I'm just going to skim here. So recap, know your threshold, only act within consent, know your legal rights. We can't do anything outside of our legal jurisdiction. Speak to your loved ones about every interaction, including your friends. Please don't make posts on social media until you've done things officially with the law. Okay. G. Make sure the outside has a reason to place their own testimony on the stand and keep evidence. Looking at you, Danya. We can't, of course, finish this statement without offering some official websites that will be able to call if you're feeling threatened. We will realize... You know what, I'm just going to include both these links here in the stream. Since they are as basic as they are, it's a good start. Safety advice online. Buh.
Alright.
You know who would be good for reading this off, who has a good voice, and it pains me to say this? I think the Looney Turtle would be good for reading this.
Ooh.
He probably wouldn't, though. Prove me wrong, Eric. Anyways, we have nothing but love for you and an understanding of the years. We'd like to make sure that you're cared for properly. Don't mean that we can't be savages and satiric every now and then. Okay, so yeah, no. Basically, they're saying this doesn't mean that you guys can't troll. Okay, yeah, that's fine. For the most part, that's pretty fucking entry level. There were a couple of areas of concern, but didn't look like it really panned out there.
I would assume that there were younger members of the community in the server that he wanted to keep anonymous for safety reasons. And you know what? If he can provide evidence behind scenes and show me something or any,
wait. I noticed I saw something from fucking Step here. Excuse me, is Zam. Are they referring to that weird furry that we were looking into the other day?
No, that was Syl, I believe.
I could swear it was a dude with a Z on their name.
Let me go look up what the name was. Okay, his name was Zil or Chexo.
Okay.
Zil and Chexo.
Okay, yeah, no, my mistake. Whatever the hell this crazy ass was who blocked me. I could be glad to read off, which I'm probably going to get some dirty looks on how fair I was with this weird asshole. I already showed all this to Leo.
He's saying that Zam is a different pronoun instead of...
okay. Even still, I feel like sharing this because this jerk-off fucking blocked me, and I just want to say that I was unbelievably cool and fair with this dipshit, so...
I'm not sure if I'm blocked yet. I think I made a point of a response to one of his tweets because he said if 9-year-olds can consent, and I'm like, actually legally they can't consent sexually to anything, even with each other, because
right,
if
so
the child
hold it. So here we go, and I'm going to give my perspective here, so I don't have to beat a dead horse.
Oh, okay.
So he says yes. I say, may I call? Would you care to stream? He says no, and no, and sorry. Step's probably already seen this because I dropped this entire conversation off in Nazbol. FNGR. Well, alright, I have to ask. Are you interested in children, and how old are you? Step's response is, wow, that escalated really quickly. Personally, I would have asked in stream. I noticed that you are mobile. I am not trying to be impatient. I should have said impatient. My grammar sucks dick. See, this is why I ask for fucking calls. If this is a bad time, I will make an effort to ask you another time. And for the record here, I've been blocked, or removed, either or. Zil, I am 19. I've never been interested in children. I used to drop some pretty hot takes because I was a libertarian. FNGR. Impatient. See, I'm horrible with text. Oh, I see. I even addressed that part. Oh, you're one of those ANCAPs if the child consent types. That's something Rocky memes about all the time for anarchapitalists. Zil. No, but I used to be. When I was like 13... FNGR. LOL. You're asserting your statements publicly were poor, perhaps just edgy and tasteless memes. Zil. No. Those ones were more recent and different. We were discussing what makes someone a consenting adult, and I made the case that if someone knows what sex is and are interested in it and sexualize themselves, they are probably able to consent, at least in a situation without a power dynamic. FNGR. As much as I might disagree with you, parentheses, I do disagree with you, let me drop the might, you're not suggesting that from a place of self-interest. You have zero interest in pursuing anyone under the age, question mark. The notable difference being that you are offering a bad idea is a far cry from you being a child predator. I do have some peers who are interested in you. I'm to understand there's nothing to find. Zill. Well, how underage are we talking? Because I started dating a 16-year-old when I was 17, became 18 while they were 16. And I said, you started when you were 19, correct?
You stated you're 19.
Yes. Zill, currently, yes. I do not condone that, but I'm not going to trip over myself for a 19-year-old pursuing a 16-year-old. However, depending on your state, that is likely may not maintain a good idea. I hope with age that you'll be able to learn discretion at a federal level if you cross state lines in pursuit of a minor, anyone under 18, that you can find yourself in federal trouble. See Foxler, who was 19 when he pursued a 16-year-old. I am not a lawyer. I am not looking in because I'm looking in because I had a lot of people going, oh my god, he's a monster. I am adamantly disagreeing with your statements made publicly. I think your age choice is unwise, but if that's, I'm probably meant to say that's it. That it's unless I find more, I guess that's it. Zill, they're 17 now. If people want to look out for stuff to dig up, there's no need. Vespa, who I followed the other day, has everything I don't try to hide because there's really not anything to hide. I don't know, you blocked me then. Just someone out to get me. FNGR. Again, the offer to stream stands. I've been around for Toon Critic in the Brony fandom, Spoctor Theory in the ranting fandom, and Cure the Wolf in the furry fandom. There is no universal path to take in this matter like this, but people avoiding to address accusations seldomly ends well. But if that's your final answer, good luck. Zill, these accusations are old, but thank you. FNGR, my peer, Leo Convoy, just noticed them. He's far less patient and understanding. Like I said, good luck and Godspeed. And I thought I was unbelievably patient, and I tried to handle that as best as I could. He said some really retarded, embarrassing things online. I will definitely be keeping an eye on you, Zill, especially since you want to seem like I shouldn't. That's always going to encourage the shit out of me. You said some fucked up things, but I understand that's not illegal. I think I went through your friends list. I didn't see you following any minor attracted people.
Well, let me go through real quick.
Yeah, I'm probably sure this guy... I don't remember. We've been looking through a lot of weird zoo shit because of fucking the crap popping up on Twitter. I think Medicare is supposedly making a video, so I don't want to just say he has the wrong kind of shit on Twitter.
I am concerned about the...
I would absolutely not be shocked.
No, I wouldn't. I am very concerned. There was another thing he said recently I found today that wasn't really like pedophilic, but it was still kind of an asshole thing that I thought you would like to see, I guess. Basically, someone came out and like said something about they saw their parents, one parent kill the other and then commit suicide. And then he said, well, I'd be glad your parents are dead. I want mine to be dead. And I couldn't even imagine the lack of optics and just the lack of optics and social prowess to tell someone be glad your parents are dead after they see them brutally murdered and the other commit suicide.
Look, naturally it's really easy to sit there and say that was unbelievably retarded. That was unbelievably short-sighted and stupid and dumb. I don't know where this guy's head is. That's why I wanted to stream. I wanted to hear... I don't know if this guy just says really stupid, edgy humor without thinking. I would have liked to have found out 1v1 that you could only experience these things over a microphone. He might have monotoned it. He might have completely been like, maybe there's some things like not rattling around. Do I encourage everyone under the age to avoid the shit out of this guy? Abso-goddamn-lutely. If I could physically prevent you from talking to Zill, I would do so. Would I encourage people of age to, if you felt the need to talk to this individual, to use absolute discretion and keep your guard up? Yeah. I would not give a list of my greatest fears, addresses, phone numbers, or family members to anywhere near this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he seems like a fuck up, but you probably shouldn't do that shit to anyone. Yeah, that's when I say no-brainer things. If you already know the right things to do online, you'll be fine around Zill, as in you won't go near him.
Yeah. I did like I think at one point someone did say like tried saying that he was a liar for something, and I did say no, there is a possibility of that. I don't like this guy, but I would say there's a possibility that kind of thing can happen.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I avoid him.
Yeah. Do I expect that Zill somewhere down the line, a couple years from now, will, if any of us are even still around, hear about him getting thrown in jail? Wouldn't be shocked.
Oh, apparently Spoken uploaded her video on Diana and.
Oh. You know what? We could at least take a minute glance at that. Who would like that?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's take a look at Spoken Mind's video. We won't play all of it.
Yeah. I'll have to wait for it to show up on stream.
I don't know why I typed play. Could you just float me Spoken's channel?
Yeah, I can do that.
Neat.
Also, I showed Will the Mr. Meatman video on Mumkey because he was interested in it. Because I was like, I compared his statement about Pro Jared, and I'm like, oh, I guess about Mumkey too. He's like, oh, what? I need to catch up. So,
Oh yeah. I did find that funny. Leo's like, oh, I was a patron to Mumpy Jones. I think I'm gonna have to fix that. Yeah, I did think maybe outside of I feel the video's all good. Maybe I would have probably put some of the more urgent, pressing matters, and I understand he probably presented it. I understand thematically why it's built up the way it does, but I feel like if you're going to do a massive hour-long video, you kind of have to put the grab you stuff right at the front, just in case. You want to make sure that people don't miss that crap. But no,
Also,
it's
put it
made.
in the,
Yeah, it's made very well. It's very entertaining. You could tell that it certainly came from a place of passion. I'm not sure I could say love. Okay.
Oh, I did put it in the server, the link to the video.
Okay. The boy who cried pedo.
Oh, by the way, everyone, later, speaking of Diana, later on my channel, I do have, like, therapy in, like, an hour or two, but, like, after that, I'm gonna try to stream about the situation, because, I don't want Andrew trying to come back saying, oh, it was a mistake, please forgive me.
Well, let me give you a little tip about that, which I guess I was waiting to do this in call. Yeah, I'll do it right here. He's probably coming back. And if he gets caught trying to sneak back quietly, gently ever so, let him do that where he looks like a douche. Don't make it easy for him.
No, I know. I do feel like aggravated. He spammed my inbox, and we agreed on time, and then he didn't even message me once yesterday. Like, I messaged him maybe 4 times to be like, "Hey, are you around? Or do you want?" Because I was like, "Hey, I noticed you deleted your Twitter. Did you want me to make a group chat with you guys later for the stream since you're not going to be on Discord?" And then he didn't respond, and then I said,
"Well, hold it, and keep in mind, he said his mother's birthday was the day. Look." If he got busy, since the fact he hasn't gotten back to you today,
he hasn't.
Okay, well there we go. But again, try and come off more patient in these matters.
Oh no, I have a script I'm writing. I wanted you to review before I do the stream. That's kind of why I wanted you there, just because I know you're pretty diplomatic and you can do this stuff pretty well.
Yeah. All right. So here, let's give. Here, we'll just jump in here. Let's do 23 to 123.
Blocking
All right.
left and right.
Oh, whoop. Let's set the audio to internal so it comes through the damn headset.
That anything to do with us, and the quote unquote victim
Wait,
and
we
pedo
can't see it
all
on
but
stream.
vanished.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, I'm watching the stream to try to watch the video.
No, I got it. I'll fix it. Property. Okay, there we go.
Until literally a week ago, when no one other than Diana Draws showed up on my previous video and told me what a good job I had done describing her situation. Considering I had done the best I could with the information available, I was pretty proud of myself. But self-flattering aside, I was pretty glad that the person that was accused had finally come out of the woodwork. I immediately grabbed my chance to finally get her side of the story, and boy oh boy, the stuff that came out of that was just Before we dive into this, I'll just say beforehand that once again this video will be two-parted. First half addressing the extra information we got, and the second part, you better stay around for that one, because then we will take a fine-ass look at our Draikinator. To make it easy on you guys, I've put some timestamps in the description, so you can skip to the parts you like to hear first or are more interested in.
Well, there's the minute preview. Let's take a look at the timestamps just to wet everyone's whistle. Link is naturally in the description. Intro is 12 seconds. What actually happened? which is right after where we stopped. Your daily cat fact. Okay. Baconator acts like a hypocritical bitch.
No, Baconator, aka the hypocritical bitch.
No. Okay, cool. Good old Baconator. I'm never going to miss that. Reading off the Google Doc, pointing out at Draikinator's stupid shit, and final statements.
I love these timestamp
Or
names.
is that Google Doc safe?
Let me go check it out.
Because I do feel like tackling that one more damn time on why.
Yeah, no, I could look into it.
Here,
Let me go
I'll
to the...
put it here in the general.
Oh, okay. Let me see. There is
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Ooh. All right. I'm not seeing anything NSFW. No.
Okay. That's. I know there's that one.
Okay. This is what Draikinator said about their concerns and them defending their friend for drawing lolicon. I remember this.
Oh, okay. Draikinator's defending pedo thing. Oh,
Yeah.
Is this Imgur safe?
Yeah, no, there's nothing. Oh wait, Draikinator Google Doc or Draikinator defending a pedo Google Doc.
Alright,
Which
so
one
I'm
did you
clicking
do?
the Imgur Draikinator defending a pedo.
Yeah, no, there's nothing.
Okay, back to it.
To address concerns. Yeah, no, there's nothing
Okay.
no.
Rye from the Neon Genesis Evangelion. Okay. I've been playing Sun Moon, and I really like the Midnight from Linaric. Expect more from this. Oh god, you're a Pokemon fan, say no more. I'm sorry, I love this ship. It's okay. Moving here. Yes, they found my abandoned account from years ago. I had seen using it as my main source of income when I was in a bad place. I am not proud of all the things that I drew on there, but I needed the money, and at the time, not safe for work commissions was the only way I could pay for my community college classes. I didn't want to be associated with it anymore, but left it up because I felt that fair to the people who had commissioned me. I'm not quite sure how people found it again, as I don't remember linking to it. You'll have to forgive me for labeling that one drawing as being futa. Okay, I was unaware of the damage of that word at the time. Again, everything on there was quite old, and I am a much different person now. And for even drawing Ray in the first place, it's a weak excuse, but she was supposed to be aged up. Please know that I do not condone not safe for work of minors. I deeply regret drawing that, though. Again, I was a different person back then, and I no longer draw such things. As for the things in my... Oh, was that it?
It cut off, yeah.
Okay, so I guess we're going here to Draikinator. Hi, my name is Nate. Hi, Nate! I was talking to
Lilac Dapple.
Lilac Devil. God, you people and your fruity-ass names, said the Brony, a friend of Crow's, to work out a solution. I think the situation got further out of hand than anyone wanted. Than you wanted. Got it. Right now, we're looking at drafting a public apology for Crow to approve. We're also brainstorming for ways to try and repair their reputation so that they can feel safe in the fandom again. I was hoping that we could talk and try to come to a resolution that you would also find satisfactory. So,
let me get wait, can I say something?
No, I do want to... I'll touch upon this because I already had this discussion when we had Patchwork on last time. If you're a poor, starving artist and you drew something that you're not particularly fond of, I don't really care. The gotcha here, Draikinator, is the fact that you've flown off the handle as hard as you had, and you have what you would call greenlit safe people that you would probably be willing to jump on Danya for some of their artwork or some of their things that would have probably... You're being inconsistent here.
Yeah, that was what I was gonna say, and
Yeah.
also I also want to make a point. We found out today Diana isn't even 18 yet. I looked at her passport again, and Spoken Mind actually pointed this out. Hey, what year was she born? 2001. What month? September. That would make her 17.
Okay. for the sake of argument here, if Leo were around, would it be plausible that we could get him to at least glance at the age part of the passport?
Yeah.
Okay, cool, neat, good. Just so I know that people are going to be itching like, well, we've only seen Button see it. I'm like, okay, cool, we'll hand it off to the moral authority
I
himself.
have no problem with him seeing it so long as I can block out, like, identifying information
okay,
that would
cool.
dox her.
Solid. And you know what? I don't know anybody who's smart enough to fake a passport, so... 22, she's learning.
She also sent me, like, photos of her in school that look just like the photo on the passport, so yeah, I believe it.
So I'm going to include this Imgur link about our dear Baconator.
Let me read, since this is a lot, I don't want you to read this all by yourself.
No, I'm just skimming through because, again, I'm just going to... Jesus Christ. Ugh. Glad I didn't do this in the main channel. Yes, it was a commission. She was taking responsibility for actions. This is why I'm explaining the situation with the minor whose blog was screen capped. She asked for me to act as a mediator to help resolve something. 19-year-old Hawk did a commission for a 22-year-old Hawk. But 22-year-old Hawk deleted her FA because of it. Let me give y'all some tips, guys. Whenever I hear about a furry or a subsection of furry and fur affinity, it always ends badly. Yeah. That's Ink Bunny Light, as we like to call it. Anyways,
I think what concerns me right now is something about a minor in there. I explained the situation with the minor. What minor and what are we? That makes me a little.
Where is that?
It's in the it was a commission and she is taking responsibility for her actions, which is
okay.
why
So there's 4 pages of Draikinator.
Okay, let me it is all right. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's at the top of 4.
Okay. There was a commission. She was taking responsibility for her actions, which I expanded the situation with the minor whose blog was screen capped. She asked me to act as a mediator to help resolve something. Spoken around. I'm assuming Spoken knows.
Yeah, hey, Spoken, are you in the chat? Would you be able to join?
Well, you'd have to chuck him in.
Yeah, I can put her in the limbo.
Okay. Woot.
Alright. Oh wait, how do I get... Oh wait, I can't get the link. You're the only one who can get the link.
Okay. Do I even have Spoken?
Do you want to move to a group DM, actually? That'll make it a lot easier.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Alright.
Grab her and grab me.
Yep, I will get Spoken Mind on... Well, let me grab you first, because she has to get here.
Okay.
FN, GR...
Can I be excused very briefly?
Yeah, absolutely.
Alright, be right back.
Hello, everyone. Talk about... I think he wants to talk about, like, the Imgurs, I would assume. I'm not sure. I am not in his head. He went to be excused for a moment. How are y'all doing in the chat? Let's I need some good artists for a friend. Yeah, that kind of poked me a little when I saw, like, something about with the minor. I'm like, Drakey, honey. Drawing a pregnant tree. Everyone has their cake. Waiting on... Aw, that's so cute. I actually used to babysit when I was, I think, 14, 15, and it was for like an after school program at church. Basically, it was like this program where parents would go to, I guess, learn to be first time parents, and they would drop off their kids in like a little play area. And I remember the kids loved me reading to them all the time. Like, they grab a picture book and put it in my lap and keep doing it until I lost my voice. And when I finally got my babysitting license, they said, "You are the only person I know who's ever lost their voice reading to the children. It's adorable." Children are wonderful. They're just sweet, amazing people who we can learn a lot from. Like, we can learn to see through the mind eye of a child and their innocence and how much joy they have for the world. It's just inspiring, honestly. Hello, Danny Carmela Cursewolf. Hello, you are alive? Good. His brother's adorable. We saw Endgame on the way. Endgame. You know, it's actually pretty funny people are talking about that movie. I think Anthony talked about it the other day, because like people are talking about it like it's new, but the Endgame movie I think came out when I was 16. And I'm like, why are people talking about it all of a sudden? Is it just being brought back out or something? In terms of this, okay. Oh, okay. No, yeah, plant characters. I actually made a character the other day. It was like, people said it looks like a Pokemon. I just made this random strawberry kitty character to practice like color palettes and shit. And I named her Rosie. I wrote on the picture Berry at first, but is FNGR back yet? Nope. I could find it and link it to you. I think I still have you as a Skype contact. I think you left Limbo, so I didn't like. I feel weird when people leave chat rooms. I'm like, I don't want to bother them, because every time I talk to someone after they leave a chat room, they get really mad. Like, I remember sometimes people would just leave Limbo, and I would go talk to them, and they'd be like, "Ray, I'm pissed," and I'm like, "Okay, I'm just gonna go sit down in the corner with some cocoa." Oh, nice. Yeah, your art's really good, Vero. I really like you. Like, I admire how open you are and shit. Like, I can't be that open. I'm too self-conscious. I'm not afraid of gore, actually. I'm a pretty big horror movie lover. My request box is open for pride icons. Oh, nice! I actually made a pride icon last night and call when I was talking like with people, and I used my new persona. They're like a Fennec Fox plushie thing, and I did like agender demisexual pride, and I'm proud of how it came out. I left Limbo because I wasn't sure if I was supposed to still be there. Oh no, you're allowed to be there. Favorite horror movie? I would have to say Sinister.
Copy.
Hey, sorry, Discord crashed for a minute. I was just keeping the stream going for you.
Oh no, that's fine. Sorry about that. So yeah, I'm back.
No, that's fine, man.
All right. So, you wouldn't happen to know the child in question who Draikinator's talking about?
No. The only thing I know is the names, like Pumpkin Claws or Hawk, Angel Hawk, or whatever it is.
Okay, so Angel Hawk is Pumpkin Claws, and Pumpkin Claws is the
Yeah.
person who drew lolly/cub porn.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't particularly care, other than the fact that it does make Draikinator look kind of like a dumbass, but we know by now. we totally know.
No, but my concern is the minute he says something about, or they say something about minor being in the mix, I'm like, what about the minor and what was said and done? That's a concern of mine right now. Did Draikinator block me? Let me go check.
I'm assuming.
Probably.
If they did, oof.
I mean, they're in the home stretch of walking away from it.
Oh, they are. I find
I
it
don't
convenient, and I'm gonna say this in my stream later. I find it convenient that after everything is revealed about like the situation, like every detail about Andrew, Diana, and everything, all of a sudden, Draikinator does this big ass project for a lot of collaborators to be busy and focused on, and get a lot of fan base and love and shit. And I just kind of find that a little convenient with the timing. Get Did
Yeah,
you block me?
yeah, just
Yes, you did.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess that's a dead end. Well, we've come to the end of it here. Then I guess, ladies and gentlemen, we'll get back to it when we get back to it. Buttons, you said that you're going to potentially stream about this in the next 1 or 2 days, right?
I'm gonna stream about it. I'm gonna try to stream about it this afternoon because I don't want Andrew to come back before I can stream. I do want
Why?
to.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. Why?
no,
beat
I
him
don't
to the
want him
punch?
to come. Well, yeah, I want to.
Yeah. Like here's the whole gist of it. If you've got one in the chamber, let him come back. Let him come back, because then you can hit him with it right afterwards. There's no tactical advantage of hitting them before they come back, other than hopefully you'll scare them off again. But it'll be just as good, and he'll look worse if he runs off again. That's just my perspective. I could be completely wrong.
Would you be? Should I like wait? Do you think I should wait, or should like? What do you think?
I would be tempted to come back and cover this whole thing again, and I've showed you, or at least I read off the script before in private to you,
Yeah.
Coyote, and the rest. I've already got the audio completed for another project that I'd like to get to, that covers across Discord, Twitter, and YouTube about some other issues. I thought that was a bit more urgent than getting back to the Draikinator and Andrews issue at this moment.
Okay.
And, yeah. I even say that in the Andrew script, where I was like, believe me, Andrew, I'd rather be talking about other things than you and old Baconator over here. So I'm going to. Yeah, and then I'll get around to you, and I've got like at least he's in like there'd probably be like 3 other projects that, again, since that one's technically scripted, it's a bit more urgent than some of the other. Well, I guess it's more readily available, but again, since I've already got the audio recorded and done for something else, you know, I don't feel like running back to something that I've already covered. I feel like
Do you want to maybe try tomorrow then? We could schedule a time to stream about it.
ask around, like see who could pop up on this. Like, again, you're itching to go, and it doesn't have to be like here's Spoken's video. Like, that can be good. Like that'll hold for the time being.
Yeah.
Pimp that if you're absolutely itching to keep the story going. Put it on your DA, put it on your Twitter, put it on your Tumblr, wherever the hell else. Spread it like wildfire. Upvote it. I haven't seen all of Spoken's video. Presentation seems pretty good. If I get a chance to watch enough of it, I'll probably slap upvote. But I'm a bit reluctant to do that until I see the rest of it. So yeah, it should be fine. Should. I encourage people to watch it before just blindly following what I have to say on that. So we good? Can I hit a stop here?
Oh yeah.
All right. Godspeed, everybody.